You were never built to be ordinary. And the ones who tried to silence you, they're panicking now, because there's something inside you that they hoped would stay buried forever. A force they can't predict, can't control, and definitely can't destroy. They tried to mock it, downplay it, confuse it, curse it, but nothing worked, because you were born with it. This isn't some surface-level confidence. This is raw, unshakable power. The kind that doesn't come from books or empty validation. The kind that doesn't ask permission. It's the storm that moves without warning. It's the fire they can't put out. It's the silence that speaks louder than their chaos. And here's the truth. They've spent years trying to shut it down, not because you were weak, but because your strength reveals their weakness. Every obstacle they sent, every lie, every betrayal, it was designed to keep you distracted, second-guessing, stuck in survival mode. But it backfired, because while they were busy attacking, you were evolving. While they played dirty, you played it smart. And now, you're rising. And trust me, nothing scares them more than a chosen one who finally sees what they're carrying. The moment you realize your presence alone is a threat, the game changes. You don't chase, you attract. You don't explain, you execute. You don't break, you build. And what's coming for you? It's bigger than revenge. It's called recognition. Their whispers will become apologies. Their schemes will collapse under the weight of your success. Before moving ahead, I want to thank those who've supported this mission through Super Thanks. Your giving isn't just generous, it's spiritual alignment. It shows you're not just watching, you're walking this path with purpose. Every seed you sow helps carry this light into places where darkness once ruled. Your faith keeps the message alive, strong, and reaching those who need it most. If this message stirred something in your soul, if you know you were born to rise above the noise, take a moment and quietly affirm it. Comment 9999 below as your silent agreement, a sign that you're walking in power, not fear. Number 1. Stop operating on empty. Power doesn't flow without source connection. Today is not about surface-level hype. It's not about cliches or vague motivation. This is deeper. Today we're breaking the seal on something they hoped you'd never activate. The raw power within you. Not talent, not charm, power. The kind that shifts the room before you even speak. The kind that makes your enemies question if they ever knew you. The kind that doesn't wait for permission. And make no mistake, if you're still listening, it's not by accident. This message found you because you were meant to hear it, not just hear, respond. You've been carrying this force your whole life, feeling like you're made for more, yet unsure how to tap into it. That tug in your chest, that voice whispering, "This isn't all there is." That's your spirit remembering who you are. You are not weak, you are not lost, you are not waiting, you are chosen. And being chosen means there's a fire within you that terrifies every manipulative system, every fake friend, every coward who tried to break you. This power, it's disruptive. It doesn't bow to fear or shrink in silence. It breaks cycles. It ends generational pain. It turns you into the storm that they never saw coming. While they were busy trying to write you off, your energy was evolving, quietly, steadily, strategically. And now, it's time. But here's the hard truth. Many will hear this and still walk away unchanged. Some will listen, but won't activate. They'll stay hidden, comfortable, afraid. But not you. If you're still here, that means something in you is waking up. The version of you they couldn't stop, that version is rising now. So if you're ready to activate what's been buried, if you're ready to stop waiting and start walking, type 777 in the comments. Not for attention, but as a quiet signal to the universe that you're ready, that you're done dimming your light, for people who were never meant to understand your shine. Chosen One, your power isn't on its way, it's already here. Now it's time to use it. Number 2, stop resting for control. Power obeys surrender, not stubbornness. Chosen One, you've been fighting battles with clenched fists, trying to force doors open that were never meant to be kicked. You call it strength, but deep down, it's fear disguised as control. You've been trying to micromanage the outcome when your real power was never in controlling, it was in surrendering. Here's the truth they don't tell you. Real power flows through those who know when to release, not when to grip tighter. When you finally stop wrestling with the plan, the path makes itself clear. But as long as you're trying to control every variable, you block the very energy that was designed to carry you forward. Surrender isn't weakness, it's the ultimate flex. It means you're no longer scared of what happens if things don't go your way. It means you trust your alignment more than their approval. And once you do that, the shift is undeniable. Resistance turns into momentum, pressure turns into purpose. The ones who tried to keep you small can't handle the version of you that no longer needs to force anything. That peace, that confidence, it's what they can't replicate. It's what makes you untouchable. So let go, not because you're giving up, but because you're about to level up. Chosen Ones don't need control to be powerful. They just need clarity. And clarity always arrives the moment you stop trying to steer what was meant to carry you. Number 3, silence the fear fast. It's the only voice that blocks breakthrough. Chosen One, fear is a liar with a loud voice. It doesn't come to stop your power. It comes to convince you don't have any. That's the trick. That's the game. Because the truth is, your breakthrough isn't far. It's already near. But fear builds a wall right before you touch it. It whispers, you're not ready, you'll fail, you're alone. And if you don't shut it down, it becomes the script you live by. You weren't chosen to live in hesitation. You weren't picked to play small. Every time fear creeps in, it's a sign that you're near something powerful. That's why it shows up loudest right before your shift. It's not warning you of danger. It's warning them that you're about to rise. Your enemies aren't scared of the version of you that's cautious and quiet. They're terrified of the version that ignores fear and moves anyway. The version that acts before it overthinks. The one that sees fear and walks straight through it like it's smoke. So here's the truth. Fear is the only thing standing between you and everything you were born to do. It's not the people, the timing, or the resources. It's fear, and it has to go. Silence it. Fast, before it builds another wall. Because your breakthrough isn't on the other side of fear, it's underneath it. Number 4, watch your mouth. Your words are either building or breaking your destiny. Chosen One, your words are weapons. Every sentence you release is either building your legacy or silently tearing it down. You can't speak like the powerless and expect to walk like the unstoppable. What you say over your life becomes the bricks beneath your future. Speak weakness long enough and you'll live in chains you built yourself. The enemy doesn't always attack with fists. He whispers until you start speaking defeat. I can't. I'm not ready. Maybe. I'm not enough. Sound familiar? That's not truth. That's programming, designed to shrink your energy and mute your roar. But when you start speaking with clarity, with certainty, with boldness, everything around you adjusts. Closed doors begin to unlock, confusion lifts. People who underestimated you get quiet, because words carry vibration, and yours carry authority. So if you've been speaking failure, regret, hesitation, it's time to rewrite the script. Out loud, Speak vision, speak breakthrough. Speak as if the power in you is already activated. Because it is. You are chosen. Your voice commands change. Your words build worlds. So speak like you know who you are. Because silence won't save you, but truth will set the entire battlefield on fire. Number 5. Don't just pray about it, move. Faith dies in inaction. Chosen one, you've prayed, cried, waited and hoped. But now it's time to move. Power doesn't respond to passivity. You can't just talk about it, you have to walk it out. Faith without action isn't faith at all. It's just a well-dressed excuse. Too many people keep praying for doors that are already unlocked, waiting on signs when the sign is the stirring in their spirit. You weren't meant to live stuck in spiritual waiting rooms. You were made to disrupt, to build, to shake foundations. But if you won't take the first step, don't be surprised when nothing shifts. They'll tell you to be still, but not because they care. It's because they know that once you get moving, you're unstoppable. They fear your movement, because your movement exposes their stagnation. Your obedience reminds them of the chances they wasted. And your momentum, that's the sound of their control slipping. You've got the blueprint, you've got the vision, you've got the power. The only thing missing is your movement. So stop hesitating, stop begging for clarity when you already know what must be done. Take the step, even if it scares you. Especially if it scares you, because that fear, it's proof that you're walking into something powerful. This isn't the time to sit still. This is the time to make bold moves. Your breakthrough isn't waiting on more prayer, it's waiting on your feet. Number 6. Quit running on battery mode. Prayer is your daily charge. Chosen one, you've been moving but barely powered, doing everything for everyone, pushing through the storm, wearing the armor, but deep down, you're running on fumes. Why? Because you've been disconnected from your true charge. You're operating in survival mode, not supernatural mode, and let's be real, how long do you think you can keep going like that? This world is loud, draining. Every day, it throws distractions, noise, chaos, and fake validation your way just to keep you unplugged from your real source. But you were never built to run on empty. You're not here to run like a machine. You're here to move like lightning. That power within you, it doesn't recharge through scrolling. It's not fueled by people's approval. It gets activated through alignment, through silence, through connection, through that sacred space where your spirit finally breathes and your clarity returns. That space is your daily charge. Make no mistake, your enemies want you tired. They want you overwhelmed, because a tired chosen one is a silent one, and silence is their only chance. But once you lock in, once you recharge through stillness and alignment, you become untouchable. Your decisions get sharp. Your energy becomes electric. Your purpose hits like thunder. Number 7, expect the firestorm. Resistance means you're finally on target. Chosen one, if life suddenly feels heavier, more chaotic, and like everything is pushing back against you, don't panic. That's not failure, that's confirmation. You're finally hitting the mark. The firestorm you're walking through, it's not random, it's resistance triggered by your alignment. The moment you stepped into who you really are, the moment you stopped shrinking, the enemy lost his grip. That's when the pressure came. That's when the attacks intensified. Why? Because power in motion is a threat, and your movement just rattled everything that wanted you silent. They don't fire at targets that don't matter. The resistance is proof you're aimed at something real, something that scares the system. Your energy is being felt. Your presence is disrupting cycles. You're not just close, you're right on it. So stop asking, why is this happening to me? And start declaring, it's happening because of me. You've become a problem to every lie that once held you down. You're no longer predictable, no longer passive. You're focused, you're lit, and they know it. The storm isn't here to break you. It's here to reveal what couldn't be shaken. You. So when you feel the heat rising, smile. You just hit the bullseye. Keep walking, keep firing. The storm is the sign. Number 8. Don't disguise your fire. You were never meant to blend in. Chosen one, stop shrinking. Stop softening your light just to make others feel more comfortable in the dark. You weren't sent here to blend in. You were sent to burn bright. But somewhere along the way, you were made to believe that your intensity was too much, that your passion needed to be tamed, that your truth had to be edited. Lies. The truth is, your fire exposes their shadows. Your presence shakes their illusions. You weren't built to be part of the crowd. You were built to lead it. And that's exactly why they tried to dim you. Not because you were wrong, but because you were right, and they knew it. The world told you to lower your voice, to tone down your brilliance, to stay in your lane, but that advice was never for your benefit. It was always to protect their comfort zones. The moment you start embracing your full flame, people will start falling back, not because you've changed, but because your light makes it impossible for them to hide anymore. So here's your reminder. You are not for everyone, and you were never supposed to be. You were set apart, wired different, built for impact. Don't apologize for the fire. Let it burn. You weren't born to blend in. You were born to stand out, stand tall, and set the tone. Number 9. Stop fighting alone. Heaven's power has your back. Chosen one. They wanted you isolated. That was always the trap. If they could cut you off, make you believe no one understands you, no one stands with you, they thought you'd break. They thought silence would swallow your strength. But they forgot one thing. Isolation doesn't weaken you. It reveals what's real. You were never fighting alone. The reason you're still standing isn't luck. It's protection. Invisible battles were being fought on your behalf before you even knew you were in one. The reason their plans failed, the reason the trap didn't work, you've been covered by something far greater than what's chasing you. They underestimated you because they couldn't see what surrounds you. You move differently because you're backed by a force that doesn't miss, doesn't sleep, and doesn't fold under pressure. That weight you've been carrying, you were never meant to carry it by yourself. That battle you thought would break you, you were never meant to win it alone. It's time to stop struggling in silence. Your power multiplies when you remember you're supported. You weren't sent here unarmed. You were sent here chosen, guided, and equipped. Let them come. Let them plot. Let them speak. Just know this. You walk with a covering they can't reach, and a backing they can't beat. You're not alone. You never were. Let them find out the hard way. Number 10. Don't sit on the sidelines. The world needs you in the war. Chosen one, this isn't the season to stay quiet. This isn't the time to shrink, watch, or wait. You were never meant to sit on the sidelines while the world falls apart. You weren't built to spectate. You were built to lead, to fight, to shift the atmosphere when it turns dark. And right now, the war is spiritual, emotional, mental, and your presence is needed on the front lines. They tried to convince you that your voice didn't matter, that your pain disqualified you, that your past made you unworthy. But what they didn't realize is that everything you've survived was preparing you for this moment. You weren't broken. You were battle-tested. While others fold under pressure, you rise. While the world drowns in confusion, you bring clarity. You carry the fire that makes the enemy nervous, and every time you hold back, the world loses a weapon it desperately needs. You're not just chosen for peace, you're chosen for war, for tearing down strongholds, breaking old patterns, and protecting the light that others try to bury. Your silence helps the enemy, but your action, it ends their control. So stop watching from the edge. This battle requires your energy, your wisdom, your scars, and your voice. Suit up, step forward. The world doesn't just want you in the war, it needs you. Number 11. Wake up or miss it. Heaven is watching, hell is trembling. While you've been distracted, overthinking, or waiting for a right time, everything has already started moving. Heaven is watching. The shift is happening, and if you don't snap out of T has echoed across realms. Your hesitation has created gaps that your enemies were hoping. He fog now. You're going to miss the very thing you were born for. Your leg to fill. But deep down, your spirit knows something bigger is calling. This isn't just a good season, it's a defining one. And the world isn't going to wait forever for you to catch up. Right now, hell is trembling, not because of what you've done, but because of what you're about to do. They feel it, the energy you're about to unleash, the version of you they thought they'd never have to face, the one who doesn't ask for validation, the one who doesn't blink first. This is not the time to coast. This is not the time to sleep. You're standing at a line that once crossed. There's no going back. But on the other side is power, clarity, and unstoppable momentum. You've been warned, and you've been chosen. Wake up, or watch it pass you by. Number 12. Don't just listen, pray, the activation, and step into dangerous power. Chosen one. This isn't the time to just sit back and listen. This isn't entertainment. This is instruction, a wake-up call, a moment that demands more than your ears. It needs your spirit, your voice, your full activation. You've heard the truth. You've felt the fire rising in your chest. That wasn't coincidence. That was your power stirring, waiting to be released. But listening alone won't change your life. Passive agreement won't unlock chains. You have to pray it through. Speak it, declare it, move it into reality. The enemy doesn't fear your knowledge. He fears your action. He fears your voice when it carries intention. He fears your silence after you've prayed, because it means you've already declared war in the unseen. You've already won the battle before stepping into it. You are not weak. You are not just a listener. You are a living weapon, a storm in disguise, a chosen one whose very breath can shift the room when it's aligned with purpose. So don't just hear this, activate it. Speak the words. Call your power to attention. You weren't made to blend in with the noise. You were made to shake foundations. Say it out loud. Whisper it in silence. Shout it if you must, but don't walk away unchanged. Because dangerous power doesn't come from listening. It comes from activation. As we bring this message to a close, let this truth settle deep into your spirit. Listening was just the beginning. What you do next defines everything. The power inside you was never meant to stay quiet. It was meant to disrupt, to heal, to lead, and to set things in motion that fear can't control. You're not here by accident. You're chosen, and your time is now. If this message awakened something in you, if it spoke to your core, like this video, subscribe to the channel and stay connected. Your journey has just begun, and the world is not ready.